of the challenge matches here, live at the Next One Arena. My name is Valdez. Joining me is Wolf. And we just had a great series between Bill and Innovation. Seriously, go back and watch that one. That was fun.
That was really fun, especially the final game. Bill just put it all on the line because he felt like, and that was the best part about his interview, actually, was he was just really honest. He was like, you know, I was like really stressed. Maybe I couldn't actually beat him in a straight-up game. I was kind of losing my like control of my mind and my hands and stuff like that. So I just felt like teasing him. And it was like not planned from the start, actually. It was more of an impromptu thing.
I'm just like reading the chat. They're like going back and forth. You can see Deer typing, but we can see it actually.
The winner has to buy the loser something nice at Hongdae, is what Deer suggests. That's what it says if
I win, come to Ilsan.
Come to Ilsan, yeah. He's like, what, did you win in GSL? And he's
we're
like,
not even like, commentating this. We're not even we're just talking about their chat. Here's SOS. We got to see Deer's results on screen before, but here's SOS. He's got a lot of them. I feel like one of his best, if not the best, was that big IEM win where he won $100,000. Pretty sick. I guess he also won BlizzCon 2013. Wolf's still reading the chat.
I was reading the chat.
These guys seem very friendly to each other.
To be honest, like SOS is kind of dissing him. Like, I don't think they're really being that friendly. Like, I mean, they are to a certain extent, but SOS just like, he's like, who'd you lose to again? And he's like, oh, I lost to Rockdog. And he goes, oh wow. And then Deer's like, you didn't watch? You didn't see? He's like, no, I watched that day, but I just really can't. I honestly couldn't remember. Like, so it's just.
He's like, oh my god.
So yeah, we'll see how this one goes, because Deer seems to sometimes get affected mentally, not as much as some of these other players who've seen it in these tournaments, but yeah. I really wanted to see that chat.
Well, Deer made it here actually through a seed by getting in the round of 8 of last season of Star League. He lost to Life 1-3. I'm surprised he even took a game. I guess that was when Deer was playing well, because these days he's not.
Yeah, he had a shaky series against Ragnarok that he nearly was able to win, but just couldn't quite do it. And he played poorly against Flash in Pro League before that. And he's just had some off games in recent times, for sure. Like, I think his mentality is just not in the right place. I've been saying that loudly about Deer for months now. I feel like he just...
That guy's hanging out on Hongdae drinking every night or something. Like, I don't know. He's not practicing, man. It's pretty obvious.
I don't think he's not practicing. I just feel like...
Or he's just not practicing enough, or something's off about this guy.
My theory is that he doesn't feel comfortable on Samsung. I know that's like a crazy theory, but like... I just don't feel like he's gelled with the rest of the team and the rest of the process, you know, that he could practice with and talk to Stork and stuff. Like, players that come into Samsung have all pretty much gone up and up and up, but Deer's kind of stayed the same. Like, even Bravo, you can see him in his play, like, he's improved quite a bit. But I look at Deer and I'm like, I don't know, you're kind of stuck in a loop right now. I'm not sure where he belongs or what's going on with him, but a win today would be so huge for his career and his confidence.
Seems like he wants it, man. He's bouncing up and down that booth. He's like, okay, let's go. Let's do it. Match 1 will be on Expedition Lost for Deer versus SOS. Down here in the bottom left in the blue, one of our Protoss players here tonight. It is Deer.
I can feel the tension watching him, man. So tense right now. Up to the top right in red. Jin Air. It's SOS. And he's sending out a very, 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 very early probe. But it's not going to be to place a pylon. We'll see what this ends up being. I wonder what this is going to be for. You think he's going to
be for the gas?
Double gas steal?
Maybe.
Yeah,
we haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, that's
but
actually
like usually, what else is he gonna do?
Yeah,
like, especially as a Protoss, it's not like he's gonna like build a barracks here or something.
It just seems like this should never work, because if you react, you just instantly block the gas with your own probe. I think he might hide a second gate.
I think he's going for the gas, man.
He's waiting for that 150 minerals.
He's coming in. Here we go.
1 and 2.
Did he get it?
Yep.
Oh my God, that's huge. This is a great way to get into your opponent's head really, really early, man.
Wow.
This is awesome. I love it.
This is very SOS-like. He's been playing like this for quite some time now. Gets his own gate back up at home. I can't believe this worked. Thing is, like, you saw Deer instantly went to block the second gas. But you just would have never expect something like this.
Yeah.
And that's why it worked. But I feel like if you block this, like, it ends up hurting the player who tries it so hard. But, you know, this is what SOS does. He takes big, major risks these days. Look at how much mining is being lost here. Well worth 75 minerals each year.
Oh, yeah.
It's worth so much.
Now he steals some of the gas. I thought he was going to take some minerals and then go back into the gas, you know what I mean?
He probably was trying to, and we do see that usually when someone does do the double
Sticking
gas
around,
deal.
he's trying to retake it. Oh! Okay. Well, he's not going to take it.
If Deer let that happen, he would have to type GG. There is literally no transition after that.
I guess he was just trying to block it there for a bit. Now that second gas has to be dealt with. It looks like back at home, SOS just one gas for himself. Could be going for a bit of a faster rush here. Off the back of something like this.
It's insanely common. Look at how late the Cyber Core is for Deer with all the lost mining time. Plus, I don't know if you got to see that. I don't know if you guys got to see it because I don't know if health bars were always highlighted, but the chrono energy for SOS was like at 80. So he's going to be able to constantly chrono boost warp gate research like non-stop here. And I'm going to actually I'm going to move my PC over to look at that. He chrono boosted it instantly as the core finished. I want to be checking that non-stop to see how much he actually chronos it. He has right now on his Nexus 57 energy and chrono it 3 times in a row more after this.
Yeah. This looks like it's just going to be straight up 4-gate. Like that second gas is just not going to be taken. No Mothership Core, I would assume, and just straight up a lot of gates. Just trying to go super aggressive off the back of this.
He knows the core is too late for Deer, and he knows that there's not going to be enough gas to take a Mothership. And he's also going to deny a scout. Look at this. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Chronos again. Constant chrono boost, like I was saying. 4th gateway about to be added, as you were saying. You're absolutely on point, Valdez. I know this really well because I do it on the ladder all the time. He's not adding it, though.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Okay. I was wondering. It was a bit later than the other ones, so.
So the 3rd chrono did just go down. The pylon is already up.
Stops at 20 probes. I think it's just going to be very well executed here from SOS.
He's okay with this. He can absolutely trade this. He's totally fine with it. That pylon actually going to do some tanking here. I would not want to be Deer right now. He's actually going to try to get this probe up the ramp. Is he going to get the probe up the ramp? No way. No way he lets that happen. Okay.
Makes another pylon.
Well, look at this. Warp gate research is done. The gates are about to be. Well, 3 of them already are.
Yeah, they're warping.
Yeah,
here we go. 3 stalkers.
That's game. Mothership Core nowhere near enough energy.
He just goes straight up the ramp. Target those units down. Zealot goes down. Some stalker, or rather, some probes here to tank. They're going to go down, and a Zealot now going to be warped in.
Warp gate research almost done here, but too late. And yeah, you're saying the 4th gate's done.
It's got to be attacking stuff that matters, you know, because like you said, warp gate is done. 3 stalkers coming in. Now some probes being pulled off, but
and 1 Zealot in the mineral line too, killing a ton of probes during this.
That's got to be it, guys. Looks like game number 1 is going to go to SOS. The really unique strategy that we just do not see very often.
What a baller, man. Is it just me, or is this starting to feel like the old GSL Code A's from like old times where we saw so much cheese in Code A? It's like Challenger's starting to feel that way.
We're just always seeing it in game number 1, even at GSL, like the other day when I was casting with Nick. I'm not sure about the other 2 here, but
well, this is going to be. I mean, this is over. Oh, he got the Nexus cannon up. Woo!
He's got 4 probes. Deer's just delaying this, I think, for a bit. If I were SOS, I'd just be dancing idiots, actually.
I think he actually just did with one of these Zealots. GG. Oh.
First game to SOS.
Dirty, dirty play right there.
This guy's got blood on his hands.
So ballsy. Look, he shakes his head.
He's like, yep, that was just way too easy.
He's like, I'll never do that again. He's like, oh my God, my coach made me do it. And he's like, I don't feel good about this at all.
Stork just unburrowed behind him. Even though it's a PvP, I just love that concept. Like the coach just unburrows behind him. He's like, see? I told you not to do this.
Stork coming in the booth, man. Deer giving the nods.
He's like, okay, I'll make sure that doesn't happen ever again. I don't know what else you could say.
Well, I mean,
off the back of that, you know.
I think what you say is just like, listen, that's kind of messed up. I can't believe he did that to you. But if you just block with your probe, maybe you can stop that from happening. He's not going to do it again. Don't get tilted. That's like, and then just walk out. I think that's all I could say. That's all I would say. You know, just don't get tilted here because, you know, you're better than that. All right. He took your gases. You almost auto lose after that. There's very little things you can do to transition. You can't just not pull your probes and be like, well, I guess I'll just take later gas. It's just simply not how the matchup works. Because you need gas to get warp gate research, to get stalkers out. If you try to like just get a second gateway and pressure results or something, stalkers out range those. You just lose basically off of getting both your gases stolen in almost every case. So
yeah, especially in this matchup.
Yeah, like in this matchup more specifically than anything else, because you can't just take Nexus, you can't do